How's it going, everybody? It's time for another great Mr. Poestyle video. And today we're going to talk about the Bally Midway game Timber. Made by the same guys that made Tapper. Remember that game? And also Domino Man. And by the same guys I mean Marvin Glass, Scott Morrison, and Steve Meyer, the same guys that made these games. Same music, directors, programmers, whatever you want to call them, the devs. They made these games, and Timber was a 1984 game, so same as Tapper. Domino Man, I believe, was 83. I think that's right. I don't remember everything. But Mustachio Heroes, right? So all the guys look similar in all three of these games. Music is similar. Now Timber, I do believe these were all conversions, so they used Tapper cabinets for the game's Timber, and as you can tell by the artwork in the games on the side art anyway, is all very similar for these games. The original Budweiser Tapper and the Timber games, kind of like a black and whitish with a few color elements thrown in there. And Timber, pretty cool game. Have it on my iiRcade. Have had it on there since I've had the MIA chip mystery encoder board on there this past summer, as soon as they made it available. Now, it wasn't true to form. It was before people were doing these advanced configurations for it. So it's originally a twin stick game, where one stick is for your movement, and then your other stick, left and right, would be whether you chopped left or right with your axe. The way they did it here, and the way I'm going to play it here, is you use two different buttons to chop left or right with it. Now, it is a two-player game. In the arcade, they had two sticks for each player. So in this version, on your iiRcade with MAME, you can play it that way with one stick for each person, and they each use two buttons to chop. I don't have a second player to play with me. Son's not available to play with me, but you're going to chop down the trees, and your time allotted. The trees are going to keep growing. You run around and chop them. Try not to have the tree fall on you. Some trees have a little birdie in them. If you catch that bird, you get extra bonus points. I believe it's 1,000 points. A bear will show up and try to throw a bee's nest at you. If the bee's nest hits you, you will fall down, and your underwear will show, and you will lose a life. Don't let that hit you. You can try to chop that nest. It can be tough to try to do that. I do believe you get 500 points if you can chop that bee's nest. It can be tough. And yeah, just before the time's up, try to chop down as many trees as the foreman wants you to, and you will move on. Now, if you do have an opponent, you can chop a tree down on him for extra points, or you can work together so he can be a co-op buddy if you like. So that could be fun. It could be. I wouldn't know. But yeah, work together, or and eventually you run out of time, you lose a life if you don't get enough trees in the allotted time. Trying to think if there's any other elements. Yeah, don't chop the tree. Chop the tree down on yourself. And you can also trip over the tree and the stumps and stuff. So be very careful. You just kind of run around. It's very basic, but very fun game. And then eventually, you got to get more and more trees and run around and do what you got to do. So without further ado, let's get to Timber, Bally Midway game, 1984. Let's do it. Let's do it. How's it going, everybody? I want to play some Timber tonight. These are the same guys that brought us Tapper just a few years before that. So Timber And I've had this on here from about the time you could start side-loading games. They made this. Now, this one uses buttons for chopping instead of twin stick the way it's supposed to be. Now, I did ask in the Pax R Us, now that they're doing configs, if somebody could figure out a configuration to make it into twin stick. So hopefully they'll do that. Those guys are really cool over there. And I also asked them if they could work on Rampage to make it so that you could at least pick Ralph as a playable character. And as we speak, I just checked the Discord and they are working on that. They're actively working on that to make Ralph a playable character. Thank goodness. So this is Timber. Yeah, same guys that made Tapper. And if you look up the arcade cabinet, it looks similar with the artwork on the side as Tapper does. I'm just going to play this quick because I got to get to bed, as always. Going to be getting some snow tonight. This is Thursday as I'm recording this. I won't get this up tonight for sure. That's what she said to me one time, and I felt some shame. Two can play at the same time. Well, my son isn't playing. He's upstairs. We're getting some snow tonight. Tomorrow is Friday, and I have to pick up a coworker, so it's going to take longer to get to work in the morning. Use the axe to chop down. Push tree on another logger for 1,000 points. Avoid the beehive. A bear will throw it at you. I think you can chop it too. Catch the bird after it falls. Blase blase. There's the bird. Catch it. Did you catch it? Did you catch that boydie? Here's a bird for you. Just kidding. Before time runs out. Blase 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 blah. Let's play some Timber. Oh, don't let it fall on you. Yeah, you have to use two different buttons. And I let it fall on me again. I'm a pinhead. And I ran into the tree. Okay, still got it in time. Nice, nice. Player one. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh, my underwear. That boss is not happy. Seconds. 8 seconds. We did it! Oh! Very little time to spare. Bonus. Stay on the log. Get ready to roll. And we did terrible. It lasted 3 seconds, that's what she said. That's what she said. And I felt some shame. God darn it. Back here. Dang, buddy. Fingers. Fingers. Don't fail me. Ah! grizzly. Well, that wasn't fair. They didn't get the bonus of catching Boydie on that one. And there's another one I definitely want to try some two-player sometime. But I really want to try this with the second stick and see how much harder it is. Oh no. The Pax R Us guys did put Tron Deadly Discs on here. I did download it. But of course they had to do a lot of special configuration to do that. So I'm not sure how easy that's going to be, how playable it's going to be on here. Wow. Well, that wasn't fair. That wasn't fair. Underwear. Oh. Ah. Holy mackerel. Oh, boss man's gonna fire me. Boss man's gonna fire me. Where was his hearing protection? Blowing that whistle. Whoops, chopped the wrong way. You can chop it. You can chop that beehive. I haven't yet. There, now I did, huh? And I got smushed by a tree. Well, I didn't do it there. Got a little cocky. Game over, player one. How many minutes do we have here? 10 minutes in. I'll try one more real quick. I got to go get my gate key out of my car. I got to take the other car to work tomorrow. Snow is a-coming. I got to take the all-wheel drive. And I trip on a tree. Okay, stand low, stand low. And every time. 4 seconds that time, baby. Second. Whoops. I was looking at the darn bird. Where'd the bird get? Aw, missed him. Oh, goodness. messing up left and right. Hey, wrong one. No. Yeah. Oh no! It's up in there. Way down there. Try to lead that bear a little bit. We got this. No, we don't. There's another tree. I thought that was it. What was our other score? Are we getting there? Whoops. Wasn't fast enough. That guy knows where there's a lot of beehives. Skip the bird. He's too far away. So I got crushed. At least I got it that time. Okay. Which way are we going? Instantly. 3 seconds. 3 seconds. And I chopped the wrong way. I think we got a high score there. Oh, nice. Dang. Ah. Well, there's no way. Wow. Come on, man. Oh, no. There you go. 53,590. That's That's it. That's it. Fort Pitt. Going the wrong way each time. Game over, man. There you have it. Timber. Timber. It's probably been called water. Probably did. That is timber. Pretty slick. 1984. Alright, so there you have it. That was Timber, 1984. Bally Midway games. Same guys that gave us Tapper and Domino Man. You can see their running theme there. They like their balding, mustachio men. Hey. I can see why they like that. And I like it. It's fun. Fun and basic and simple, just like Tapper and Domino Man, you know. It amps it up as you go along. It's fun. It's addicting. It's just maybe something that you pass on by, but you shouldn't. Don't pass it on by. I don't think that it came out for much of anything else. You might have had it in some collections. I think I did read where you did get it on Bally maybe Midway collections for your PS2 and Xbox and GameCube back in the day, but not really something that was really widespread. Nothing that came out for your other systems back at the time that it was in the arcades. Nothing that came out for your Ataris or ColecoVisions or anything. Don't know that there were any homebrews made of this recently or anything like that. So it wasn't like your Tapper that came out for like ColecoVision and Atari and stuff like that. So check it out if you can. You can, right? You got a computer, you got MAME, maybe on a cell phone, definitely Raspberry Pi. You're a Pi guy, right? Most people are. I'm not. But you can play MAME somewhere. I'm sure you can. It's fun. It's addicting. Get a second player. That's probably fun. Now, I did reach out to the PAX R Us Discord, who I get a lot of my games through. And they have a little place on there that you can request games. And then they have another section where you can request control configurations, control requests. And I asked if somebody could configure it for the double joysticks. And immediately they came back to me. Somebody came back to me. I don't want to mess up the names here. I think his name was Blue Shark on there. And he said to me he could do this. He could make it like the arcade where one stick did the movement and the other stick did the chop left and right. And he said to me what I already figured. If he does this, I would not be able to play two-player anymore on my machine if I do the configuration, because there's only two joysticks. So he said, if I do this, you'll be able to do the movement and the chop, but then you can't have a second player because you won't have the buttons as your choices anymore. And I said, so be it, let it be, engage, do it. I will do the configuration because I know that there's probably not much of a chance of anybody else playing with me on my machine, and I would like to play the game the way it was intended. So he went ahead and did it, and he sent me a message saying that the file was there. I can go ahead and grab it, and I can push the config. So I'm going to do that, and I think that will be cool. I did the same thing with Tapper. Originally, they put out Tapper with just the one joystick, and eventually they put it out for two sticks, and I did that as well. So I'd like to play it the way it was supposed to be done, or as close to possible. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. Anyway, I'm messing up my words because it's 1 a.m. here, and I've been up since 3:45 a.m. the day before. Hey, it's the freaking weekend. Anyway, that's Tapper, 1984 Bally Midway game. Same people that brought us Domino Man. Did I say Tapper? Timber. And brought us Tapper. I don't know what I said. I'm tired. I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to edit this video once I wake up tomorrow. I might not wake up till noon or 1 p.m. Who knows? All right, guys. Thank you for joining me for another great Mr. Poestyle video. And hopefully we see you on the next one. And let me know what you think about this game in the comments below. Have you played it? Will you play it? I hope you try it because it's fun. It's good, simple, old-fashioned fun. Chop down the tree, catch a bird, watch out for the bee's nest, the bears, you know. There it is. What can I say? Let's go. Let's go. See you next time. Oh, Nacho. Come here, Nacho. No biting. No bite. Ooh, no biting. Oh, Nacho, stop.